Toronto real estate market in the GTA. Should you buy, hold, or sell? What should you do? The market is changing. I think you should always be buying. Investor or homeowner, it does not matter. You should be buying. And why I buy, why all professional investors buy all the time, is because one thing is you should be buying rentals. Rentals produce income. It's just like buying a business. You buy a cash flowing business, it pays down the business, it pays down the house, and then you have whatever it's worth, 500,000 paid off cash, that's equity for you. And now you have a income source coming all the time for free. Unbelievable. Now you just got to continue to build up new ones and scale up. And what this does is rentals hold you down in all cycles. When you buy at the top, you buy at the middle, and you buy at the bottom. The group of them will hold you down from your cheaper properties will, be bringing your average down for your more expensive properties and what have you. And when the market eventually makes new highs, which they always do, everything is making new high. All your properties are in profit, and you're making bank on everything. On every single property you're making bank. And think about that, like, it's just a whole cycle. When you have a long-term picture, you buy during the downturns. It doesn't matter because you know those upturns are always coming. You just got to make sure you can stay afloat and hold these properties, hold the businesses. And this works exactly the same for yourself too. If you can have a ton of money, and if you have no income, that money can vanish because it's available, and when it's available you can make use of it for whatever things you can think of. So it can go in no time. Trust me, people can spend $1 million like nothing. So income is your best friend. And in Toronto and the GTA, we need a ton of income. We need a ton of money to support our lifestyles here. Understand that. It's only going to get more expensive. You think it's expensive now, it's going to become more and more and more. So the income is what keeps you afloat, what keeps you going. As I said, with yourself too. That extra income is what helps you survive, to keep your expenses paid for, and just your day-to-day stuff to keep you going, to be able to focus and do the things you need to do. So always be buying, always be buying. I know it's hard for people to take in, but I'm going to explain why most people think, you shouldn't buy, and they get all upset about, talking about buying at the top and all these things. That's coming. One thing is, people have been calling the top in Toronto, the market in GTA, for 4 years, more even. In those 4 years, you could have made millions of dollars. I know it's hard to believe, but you could do it. In 4 years in a bullish market, you can make a ton of money. As a stock trader for years, there's one rule you always follow. Never call a top. You always continue to ride the bull wave until it's a bear market. And because it can overextend for years and years and years, just like this Toronto market, this can continue on for 5 more years, Who are you to say it's going to happen right now? So nobody can call the top. No professionals call the top. People say, like, yeah, it's getting toppy, the market, like right now debt to income is so high. We understand that, but it could stay like that for years. People can continue to borrow and get money and continue to, keep their debt afloat. So that's one thing. And I feel though many people in Toronto want to crash because they can't afford a house at these levels, or do not want to be buying it at overvalued levels. They don't want to get, gypped or screwed or whatever it may be. And, getting bitter about it or whatever. They're already bitter and been bitter for years. And another reason too is because everyone's making bank. Year over year, everybody's making bank while they're all sitting around like, oh, like 3 years ago, I never should. Don't buy. It's too high. I can't wait for it to come down. Well, now you're missing it. When the market tanks, it's going to come down to those prices, maybe 2 years ago. at the lowest. So it's like, doesn't matter really. So they think it's unsustainable because they cannot afford $1 million house and do not believe they ever will. This is just such limited thinking way too small. You should think about how to make tons more money. The money is out there, the opportunities are out there. You need way more to maintain the type of lifestyle here in the GTA. You stop trying to just get by. Stop trying to just get you're trying to afford some house, obviously, that it's too expensive right now. You're waiting for it to come down so then you can get what you want. But you're going to be maxed out. You're obviously going to be topped out on like your expenses of what you're spending. And again, these are all just the people that are trying to get one house. And they're trying to give all the analysis of why you shouldn't do this and that and getting all upset. You getting upset and frustrated about this is why you're not even able to get one house. You should be thinking way more positively and way more bigger and thinking about how do I get 5. Okay, then you should be able to get 1, you know. So, and as a homeowner, if you can purchase the house and maintain those bills and you're going to live there for life, which mostly everyone does, you buy a house, you stick there, you know, for 30 years. It doesn't matter again where you're buying because your house in 10 years or so will make new highs for sure. And if you can maintain the bills, it doesn't matter because you want to live there. That's just your life where you want that house, that specific house. So buy it and live it in and enjoy it. Don't worry about the bills. Make more money. Make more money. Don't forget that. So, you know, stop complaining. Start thinking a little bit bigger. If you're just getting one house, you're going to be a homeowner. It doesn't matter. Just get enough to be able to afford your house, and that's it. You're good. If you're for investors, you always buy at this overvalued market, as I said again, and buy at all points. Every professional is buying in every single type of market. You know, when you go to a big real estate event and see right now and see what they say, should you buy or sell, or do you think they're gonna say to wait and see what the market does? Who would do that? It makes no sense. You know, again, it could be 10 years of this and you're just waiting around doing nothing. You know, I'm getting mad at the world. So rentals hold me down. Rentals should hold you down. All cash flow and income should hold you down. And for the people that, you know, think, oh, it's not possible, like, you know, I can't do this, can't think of ideas. You gotta get creative, people. You know, I did deals with nothing, no money, just starting out with nothing at all, and did tons of deals. And you learn as you go, and you make relationships, and people help you. And stop being so stubborn of wanting to do everything yourself and thinking you know what's right. That's your destruction. That's what destroys you and your progress. You know, all investors and people have been in your shoes. You know, no connections, no idea, no money. Partner up with people. Stop being so scared to partner up with people. No one wants to do deals with them because it's their money and they're so scared and they don't trust people and they don't want other people to make money, and like, I'm part of this deal and you're making this much money. Oh my God, like, you know, I don't want to do this. But it's like, you won't even make any money other ways. Like, you're just going to sit there and do nothing. And it's like, some people just want to complain because of their situations, and, you know, you're making excuses. So partnering up and working with people, connecting with people is the best thing in business. And real estate is so valuable because people can bring you a great property opportunity that's off market. People can bring capital so you can actually do deals. People can bring you education so you can actually learn something. There's so much benefits to it. So don't do things yourself. Talk to people. Don't talk to just pure professionals. Talk to investors. Talk to individual people. But try to stick to talking to just the people that really know their stuff, professionals. You talk to too many people, too wide perspective. You have too many ideas going through your head, and if you're talking to a lot of people that really don't know their stuff, you're going to really get confused. When you talk to professionals, people that have been in the game and invest and do their thing, it's going to be much clearer. And when you stick to more of that, it's gonna really have a better understanding of exactly what you want to do. It will click in so much better. And remember, there's always opportunities in the market. Even the most expensive market in real estate, there's always pockets and places to buy stuff for good low prices, to do whatever, flip them, rent them, whatever it is. And talking about Toronto GTA, you know, it may be expensive right here, but look just outside London, Kitchener, you know, towards Peterborough, Belleville. There's areas where you can buy cheaper properties and rent them out. So get creative. You know what I mean? You know, get out of your comfort zone. And another reminder: $2 million is a new middle class, and that is broke. So looking at your little 100,000, 200,000, your little money and your little this and that, you need to make more money, you need more income. That's the only way to do it. And with the whole debt to income ratio, I think Canadians are a little bit more sustainable than it looks on paper, because I think many Canadians have lots of assets or have assets in cash in other countries. Like if you're someone who travels, if you live here in Toronto and you travel back to your home country, and guaranteed most of those people have a house there, investments there, cash there, relatives there, and so I don't think people are as broke as it looks like on paper. So it's another thing to look forward to, and this market will continue to grow. I'm a buyer. I'm gonna stick to being the positive, bullish buyer in Toronto and GTA real estate. So, you interested in doing any deals? Contact me. Let's connect and let's keep on creating income, people. See you on the next one.